Diplomacy between the US and Iran damaged forever after this latest attack. Is Iran preparing to use nuclear weapons? On Thursday, June 12th, Iran pulled out of a planned nuclear talk with the United States. The Hill reported the following, saying, Iran no longer plans to engage in nuclear talks with the US that were scheduled to take place in Oman on Sunday. Iranian leaders announced Friday after Israel launched deadly airstrikes it said targeted Tehran's nuclear facilities and military sites. Israel says these strikes carried out across Iran were intended to strike the heart of Iran's nuclear program. But why now?
Jesus! Why are they doing this?
Well, Israel claims it was the only way to keep their nation safe from the growing nuclear threat in Iran. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says the attack was necessary to ensure Israel's survival.
That's what we need to do, bro.
After the initial attacks, and Israel's statement that they would carry out more strikes in the coming days, the United States issued a statement saying it had zero involvement in the strikes.
I don't know. I just got here.
Prior to the attack, President Trump and his administration had been working for weeks to reach a deal with Iran on a nuclear agreement. Per the Hill's reporting, the meeting Sunday would have been the sixth round of high-level talks since April, as the U.S. and Iran try to hash out an agreement to replace the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action that Trump withdrew the U.S. from during his first term. The Joint Comprehensive Plan, signed in 2015 by Iran and several world powers, including the United States, the JCPOA, placed significant restrictions on Iran's nuclear program in exchange for sanctions relief. During his first presidency, President Trump withdrew the United States from the deal in 2018, claiming it failed to curtail Iran's missile program and regional influence.
You disappointed me. You disappointed me.
Iran began ignoring limitations on its nuclear program a year later. These recent talks were all aiming to rehash a new nuclear agreement and hopefully stabilize an increasingly volatile region. However, at this moment in time, it appears diplomacy has been left by the wayside. How is the world reacting to this development? Well, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called for maximum restraint to avoid descent into deeper conflict. UN nuclear watchdog head Rafael Grossi said that nuclear facilities must never be attacked and called on all parties to exercise maximum restraint to avoid further escalation following Israeli strikes on Iran. NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte said it was crucial for Israel's allies to work to de-escalate tensions. Saudi Arabia denounced the heinous Israeli attacks. And in China, Beijing said it was concerned about the potential for serious consequences as a result of the Israeli attacks. Even the Kremlin in Russia said it expressed serious concern over escalating conflicts between the two countries. In Iran, Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei said Israel should anticipate